Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pathologic 3. Previously, we learned the Stomatans have a plot against the Inquisitor. We also started Day 9 prompting the army's arrival and saved Katarina's life with the help of Yulia, Ruben, and Artemy. Today, we're continuing off on Day 9, and I think we still have plenty of objectives to do. Anyway, let's get into it. Maria Kaina expects me to come to her without delay. Here, on the islet beneath the polyhedron, the soldier's body was found. I remember the inspector said something about that. We still have patients to diagnose. How many did I do already? None? Oh, I diagnosed Patchwork. I don't know for sure though. I think I kind of remember him, but that was the only one we did so far. What's over here? A murder occurred here. Oh. Uh-oh. And what is this? The bull went missing. Holy shit, the bull. We gotta find the bull. Okay, let's first of all find the bull. This is very important. I am supposed to study the bull each day, and I can't do that if the bull is missing. And then let's investigate the soldier's body because the army has arrived. It's day 9, and we haven't done any army-related things whatsoever at all. But first, the bull. I remember seeing tracks. A journey of 1,000 li begins with a single bull's hoof. Papers? Why is papers luring me towards the bull? Oh, the bull's just out for a bath, I think. Right? Surely? Where did the papers go? They lure me into the water. That's what I'm following. Didn't Eva say there was somebody here with the bull? Devil's Dwell? The bull isn't in the vicinity. He could have gone in any direction. I need to find out from Eva the details of the walk. So the bull is missing. I think my bull's been bull-napped. First step? Have I seen Eva in the Stillwater courtyard before? No, I haven't. She's always been indoors. Wait, does she never go outside, ever? What is it trying to hint to me? Oh. Hi, Eva. No, I've never seen you out here before.
Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as bone. Leave it alone.
I'd forgotten how good it can be here. It's strange to see you outside. I suppose you do cross the threshold sometimes, but never when I'm here. I'm worried about Basio. The woman took him out a long while ago and still hasn't come back. Where could they be? You haven't seen them, have you? No. Something could have happened to them. The city isn't safe these days, but where should we even look? That woman, Marta, lives in the Skinners, second house down the main street. Maybe her family knows something. I'll go. Ah yes, it's dangerous to walk the streets. Eva, have you looked at the town? Safest city in Russia. Safest city in Russia right here. Look at all the good work I've done. Did she just teleport? Everyone teleports. Wait, Filat's neighbor, whoa. She lives in the house from which my first difficult patient in town came. Let's see how everything has changed there. Oh my god. Wait, could that quest actually gonna be impacting things? Because I remember at the end of that quest there was the kin boy. And I told the neighbor about the boy.
Like a gunshot.
Eva's acquaintance live here, the liberator of bulls.
The town dribbles.
Okay, where am I looking? Let's see. That was really a early on thing. Is the same neighbor gonna be here? Filat's room is open. You're here. You are the You! You were that Erdem! You treated Akai Filat! I did treat him. I prescribed the correct treatment, and it eased his suffering. But in the end, alas, all plague patients share the same fate. It's good that Akai Filat didn't suffer. That's good, at least. Akai Filat was the best of men, saved me from the termitary. When it was opened, they were just dead. All dead there. Can I go to the termitary? Or no? Because, I mean, that opened on day 7, but I really haven't heard anything about it. Besides for Vlad's guilty conscience and the kid eating him. I'm sorry for your loss, for Filat. I did everything I could. Katange from the termitary are dead. Akai Filat is dead. Without them, I am all alone, and a person cannot live alone. One must be part of a whole. You wanna live with me? I just love inviting people to the Stillwater. And a child especially should not be alone. I know where a new whole is forming. Boost Vlad handed everything over to his daughter today, a wise Basagan. With her, life will change. I want to ask her to take me in, to work for her, so that I can make a new whole myself, so that it can never be again as it was before. Is that so? I didn't know. I should take a look at what's happening with the Olgimskis. Why did you come here, Erdem? Because of the eaters? What eaters? See for yourself. They're in the kitchen. I don't go near them. Don't want to be with them. They're wrong. What's going on there? Go to them. Maybe you can talk sense into them. Last question. You were in contact with a plague patient several days ago. How are you feeling? I'm healthy, Erdem. I know the plague. I've seen it. I know what it was like for Akai Filat. I went to your place of healing and let your bird-masked people see my blood. I'm not a fool. I need my life. Keep taking care of yourself. The epidemic isn't over yet. The eaters? That doesn't sound good. Where's the kitchen? I didn't ask him about the lady I came here for. What is that? That looks like a brain. That's not a brain, though. It's like a sliced meat. So, this is bad? What are they eating? The town is starving. Pilat's neighbor. Oh, this is the same woman from before. Well, I'll be damned. You've got the knack for it. Where'd you learn to swing a knife like that? Quite as quick as a tick. Slice, slice, and into the fire it goes. Why, I was still a snot-nosed brat when I did a stint at the abattoir. Didn't know? Thought I was a soft city-bred oaf, did you? I never told you. You couldn't stomach the stepfolk in those days. Not them nor anyone who rubbed shoulders with them. And don't forget, see? It remembers its bloody work. Once you've cut living flesh with the blade, that ain't something you piss away. Couldn't stomach us? Black heart, you. And I still reckon half your kin are beasts through and through, but when trouble comes, you know, that's when folk show their worth. Take you, sugar. Without you, we wouldn't be feasting tonight. If you hadn't taught me that little whistle, the one any bull will follow. What are they eating? No, no! They can't be eating what I think they're eating. Are you Marta? You took the bull from the Stillwater. I've come to take him back. Oh, Doctor, good day to you. Your bull, he ran away. I don't whistle that well. Once it comes, next time it won't. And the poor bull cooped up between 4 walls too long. As soon as it sniffed freedom, off he went. What are you feasting on? Beef? It's bull's meat. Buka Edi Bibdi. He fulfilled his fate. Saved those who needed it. He saved us all. Ter Abarba, save us from hunger with his own flesh. He saved you, and you condemned everybody else. You ate the town's last hope for a vaccine. And I don't regret a thing. My belly's been hollow as a drum all week. Better to die full than like that. While you're butting heads with the plague and battering the town with your laws, we're dropping from hunger quicker than from your damn plague. Get the hell out. Easy enough to throw threats around when your gut's full, eh? Ain't you ashamed? You lot down in the Stillwater, you eat fresh bread and butter, don't you? I know. My brother signed on with you as an orderly, runs errands in that bird mask, says you've got it easy there. Did your brother, the orderly, ever mention that the bull in the Stillwater was there for experimental purposes? What purposes? A rich man's fancy, keeping a bull in the house. I just remembered, my brother, the orderly, said the city doctor wanted to check if bulls truly didn't get sick, or if it's all rubbish or something. So that means we ate plague meat, didn't we? Yes, plague meat indeed, and we'll need to see how that affects you. You want to lock us up? Is this quarantine or prison? The bull's name was Basio, by the way. He was my friend. That's a lesson for you, Doctor, then. If you don't feed the people will start eating your friends. You're not the people. I'd tell you what you are, but my upbringing won't let me say such words out loud. Scary. We tried so hard not to get sick. And now, this? Here's how it will be. Wait for your orderly brother and his colleagues. They'll escort you to an isolation ward. The prospectorium at the warehouses should do. It's empty anyway. I'll drop by later when I have the time. Why would we do what you say? You didn't just eat my friend, you ate my research. Now you are my research. And yet I need this bull. Had I said a word to Eva a day earlier, she wouldn't have let him— Oh, fuck yes! I can save him! I can save him yesterday! Local residents stole and ate the infected bull. Apparently the situation in the town is completely on edge. But if I mention something to Eva on day 8, then she won't let the bull out today? So there's no examining them yet? It seems like that's something that happens later. Good God. Okay, we have patients to do. I don't remember what Yakov told me about them. One of them is an army general. Swan Goose. Okay. What good will it do to keep me here? This place is stuffed, cramped, and hectic. Aristok? Correct? I'm Daniel Denkovsky, your doctor. Haven't you been informed yet? You've been diagnosed with the sand pest. I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay at the hospital. I'd prefer the morgue in that case. Can you arrange that? At least it's quiet there. I thought everyone knew by now that we're developing vaccines thanks to patients who don't die from the sand pest within the first few hours. Think of it as passing your resistance on to other people. And what if I don't want to? Save mediocrity and dullness with my own self, that is. I don't need your permission. This is an emergency, which means the whims of separate individuals can be disregarded. Oh, so you care about preserving and multiplying the great unwashed? Then we're definitely not comrades. There's nothing worth saving in this wretched little town. And you're a beacon of light, I take it? A rebel? A genius that has risen above the whole situation? Is that right? Think what you will. I haven't the time to cast pearls before swine. I once came here all the way from Luxley to apprentice under Peter Stomaton. And what did I find here? The same old, same old. People building cages while they talk of dreams. The only thing worth something here is the polyhedron. You're an architect? I haven't heard of Peter taking on any apprentices. Well, you know, he has to talk to someone. A person who has at least some spark of talent or aspirations. He chose me out of many others. Creators understand each other on a level ordinary people could never hope to reach. Would you mind giving me Would you mind giving me an autograph? Are you making fun of me? Not at all. I have everyone who talks of their own greatness in this hospital sign something. It happens. Why am I even speaking with you? Your jests reveal your vapid, envious nature. I truly would have been better off in the morgue. You've barely escaped that fate. The orderlies found you in an infected district and had you sorted with the corpses until you stirred. What were you doing there? Wish I could have just stayed still. I was out and about. I fell asleep. Drunk. What does it matter now? You were out and about in an infected district? Well, there's plague? Do you hold yourself in such low regard? Not to mention it's forbidden. Listen, I've had enough. Yes, I'm a fool and a violator. Is that what you want to hear? Are we done here? Your chart mentioned nausea. Do you really feel sick? I suppose, but it's nothing. Just a hangover. Are you sure? What were you drinking the night before? Everything can be poured. Everything that can be poured. Twirine, vodka, God knows what else. Do you really care to talk about such trifles? Tell me, did something bad happen to you, since you're so eager to end up in the morgue? None of your business. Are you a confessor or a doctor? This town happened, that's what. I cannot bear to see it any longer. For a man of art, it's worse than a grave. Alcoholic, right. Maybe nausea? Nausea and vomiting goes together, though, so I can't just select nausea. He does seem very depressed, but I don't know if that's a symptom. Anyway, I'll have to take a look at his body. He's definitely hiding something from me. It could very well be my business, but let's begin with an examination. Please undress. Whoa, too thin, or is it just me? He lost weight recently, an alarming sign. Bumped himself? Fell while drunk? Or should I count it a symptom? What are these, though? What do I check off for this? Bruises? Nasty skin symptom? Okay, low weight. I do know. Bruises again. Was he beaten? Vascular pathology. Well, he was, like, roughed up, presumably. Wasn't he thrown in with the corpses? Incredible numbers of bruises, especially for a man of the arts. Okay, bruises and his weight. I forget, there was a specific thing I could check off for weight. Dystrophy, I believe. Yes, low weight. Now, what can I check off for bruises? Is that something? Is that what hematomas is? Where is that? Circulatory system? Bluish blurred spots? Let me see if he acknowledges it. How much longer will this go on? It seems you're just as mediocre as those you're trying to save. Maybe, maybe not. You'll have to answer a few questions to test that theory. Rumors said you were a genius. Well, that's never true in this town. You look lethargic. It's not surprising given the circumstances of your arrival at the hospital, but still, tell me, have you noticed your energy levels decline in the recent days? This whole town is in decline. It shrouds me. It shrouds everyone. Sparks of inspiration are so rare here. And they go out so criminally fast. Are you saying that you've grown used to feeling exhausted? Well, how do you feel here? This place drains everyone. I keep thinking about your nausea. You say it's a hangover, but what do you usually eat? I forget to when inspiration strike. I forget to when inspiration strikes, and the food in this wretched town is pure poison. Meat, offal, dried curd balls, more meat, pie, and even that comes with animal fat. Yuck. The only decent food is served at the Stomaton pub, since they use recipes from the capital. I used to go there quite often. Used to? So you no longer do. I think you're just a gossip. What does my I think you're just a gossip. What does my carousing in pubs have to do with healthcare? Take your nausea, for example. If it's a reason... Take your nausea, for example. If it's a result of poisoning at the pub, I need to inspect that pub. All of this is pointless, tedious scrabbling. Like building houses instead of masterpieces of engineered thought like the polyhedron. Don't you find it all rather petty yourself? Why have you become so emaciated? I just have a nobly thin appearance. Have you ever noticed all... Have you never noticed that all who create beauty have a delicate bone structure? Artists are part of the ecosystem of beauty. Your thinness is unhealthy, Aristoc. Are you jealous? You could stand to lose a bit weight. Your wrists are like that of a laborer. I'd expect a scientist full of bold ideas to look a little more refined. He's not addressing the bruises. I need to select something that'll address the bruises. I think it's hematomas. That's for bruises. Yep. You're covered in bruises. Not quite what I'd expect from a man of art. Oh, well, consider it an allergy to fools. That's how it manifests. Aristoc, were you in a fight? Please give me a straight answer, or I could misdiagnose you. Be thankful I let you see those bruises at all. Just a reminder, I don't give a damn about your vaccine or your patients with their identical, dreary faces. It's all dust, so let it turn to dust. Have I made myself clear? This is our long patient for today. Alas, our conversation hasn't helped clarify the diagnosis. You're forcing me to look into your case in more detail. Where do you live? You were admitted to the hospital anonymously, along with the corpses. We have your name on record, but no address. This is crossing every possible line. You want to barge into my home? Go to hell. I don't remember the address. I forgot. How about that symptom for your list? I knew you were hiding something, Aristoc. Your answers were too vague. Regular at the Broken Heart. What a stubborn one. And he didn't give his address. Left to ask around Stomaton's pub. Oh no. Come on, man. So who do I talk to? Bartender? With how many times I come here and talk to the bartender, they should just given this guy a name. The number of our patrons decreases with each day of the plague, but the empty bottles keep piling up all the same. That's a sad dynamic. I've actually come to ask you about one of the patrons. Do you know Aristoc, the architecture student? I almost wish I didn't. He loves to go on and on about his higher calling. When was the last time you had to listen to him? A good while back. The master banned him from the pub back in summer. Said he was both a good-for-nothing hack and turning his brother into an alcoholic to boot. Peter Stomaton, I mean. So Aristoc hadn't been here since the summer, which means you won't be able to tell me about his symptoms. You wouldn't happen to have his address? I really need it. Look for a beautiful, spacious house in the Skinner's district. Couldn't name the style, since I'm no architect, but you'll know that haven for lofty types when you see it. Does Arstock have the means for luxury housing? I thought he was a starving student. That luxurious house fits a lot of starving students. All of them artists or musicians. A creative commune. Some of them are nice, but then there are also people like Arstock. They pool their resources so they can surround themselves with beauty. A commune is a perfect environment for spreading infection. I should take a look at it. By the way, you're not the first to ask about Arstock today. Some thugs stopped by before you. I was pretty surprised he had acquaintances so far outside of the Bohemian. Thugs, how curious. And Arstock's covered in bruises, as it happens. Habitat. Well, at least they gave me an address. I'll see how the Bohemian youth lives. In the Skinners? This is considered a wealthy house? That's right next to Filot's. And you know, it's interesting that the herb brides, they switch out the dancing ones. Fuck. What's going on over there? I need to pacify these guys. What do you mean? Everyone down, how about? You too. I need ammo now. I used all of my bullets. I don't know if these people at the standing outside the building are gonna attack me or not. Go ahead and use that. So there's an event. Oh, there. There we go. Well, if it isn't the track hound, what do you want with Arstock? Heard you were sniffing around at the pub, asking about him. I'm his doctor. What business do you have with him? We're on a missing person case, so to speak. That person was with Arstock, and then no one's seen hide nor hair of him. Need to have a little chat now. Take a walk for now, Doc, for your own good. Who's your missing person, and how long have they been gone? Look at him take the hunting stance. Look at him take the hunting stance again. He really is a hound, and wants everything handed to him on a silver platter. How about you tell us what you sniffed out about Arstock? Where's he holed up, eh? His whereabouts are none of your concern, gentlemen. Kindly let me pass, or I'll have to draw my revolver. Hear that? He's got a revolver. A dangerous guy, that one. Nah, he's full of it. Just look at him. What revolver? Is he gonna shoot us with syringes? I literally just shot 6 bullets into the air in front of these guys. This is how it's gonna go. You're not getting into Arstock's house. And if you keep pushing your luck, you've only yourself to blame. Got it? There's no need for violence, gentlemen. Surely we can talk this through. Oh god, oh god, oh god. What did he get himself into? The bandits are looking for him. I'm just gonna sneak on by. So now you believe I have a revolver when I pointed in your face, huh? Ooh.
One Stankovsky. Now, 1,000 fragments of Stankovsky.
Could easily kill someone with these. How many scary sharp things are needed to make harmless furniture? Weapons always at hand. Polished, mixed with blood? Press the wound with whatever was at hand? That added a thought. didn't it? Bloodstains. What happened in the House of Creative Bohemians? Does someone need help? Is this a unique housing structure as well? Bohemians! Arstat isn't the only one abusing alcohol in this house. Or were they celebrating something? Summoning the muse. Is it an empty house too? Surely there's someone around here. Black keys, white keys, silly metaphor. Clearly the instrument is used. It's not gathering dust. Maybe I should have become a pianist. That door doesn't work. Whoa. Hello. Nice paintings. Prodigy. Our commune has no vacancies. Not at the moment. But we're in the middle of an epidemic, so just you wait. You might get lucky enough to move in. You have a peculiar notion of luck, but I'm not here for a room. I'm Dr. Danil Denkovsky, and I'm currently treating Aristach, the architect. Oh, sorry for jumping to conclusions. I mistook you for yet another commune candidate. A candidate? Do you actually have a selection process? Is it strict? Of course. Have you ever tried living with a whole crowd of strangers? You have to screen people. There has to be a mutual understanding, shared ideals. Otherwise, we'd all get into quarrels. I can imagine. So you're saying you don't have any conflicts here? People can't live entirely without conflict. That's the drama of life. But there's a difference between creative and domestic conflicts. The first are more terrifying. The second are more distasteful. The choice is obvious. Is the blood on the floor the aftermath of one such quarrel by any chance? Blood? Oh, right. It slipped my mind completely. And I thought it was such a refined shade, too. Ah, where were we? The source of that blood, right? I don't know about that. I just got back from a plein air session half an hour ago. The light in the step is so soft right now, you have to capture it. Do people spill blood here so often you don't pay it any mind anymore? Now that's a creative environment. No, this is a first. Or, well, I don't recall any other instances, but who knows what that blood means. Before the commune, I used blood as a medium for a painting once. It turned out ridiculous, admittedly, but it was an experience. Some thugs are hanging around outside. As far as I understand, they're looking for Aristach, and it's unlikely they have good intentions. Why assume they're thugs? There's no need to be afraid of every little thing. I, for one, have all sorts of clients. A whole step family ordered a portrait from me once. Not of themselves, of a dead cow. I, only paint portraits when money is really tight. They are thugs, I assure you. And they have some sort of grievance with Aristach. Be careful, they might accost you too. Well, thanks for your concern, but I can see you're full of prejudice. I'd talk to them about their tastes in art even if they were thugs. Are they not human? Ah, I see how it is. Your artistic perception is chronically inflamed. Is that a compliment? Thank you. So what do you need? My paints are thickening. Your housemate Aristach has the sand pest. Please keep that in mind and get yourself checked. But he is also ill with something else, and I'm trying to find out what. How dreadful! If they diagnose me with the sand pest, I'll have the time to sketch it at least, even if it's just a rough draft. But Aristach works with buildings and blueprints. Those require thinking, calculations. You can't erect a monument to your own death in a couple of minutes. Poor man. Have you noticed any signs that he's ill? Anything at all? You're an artist. You should have a keen eye for detail. I don't know. Maybe... possibly. I'd say his silhouette has become sharper, more pointed in the last few weeks. What do you mean? Has he lost weight? Yes, the lines of his body has changed so much. I thought it was just some inner turmoil mirrored on his physical form, but turns out it's just illness. Okay, so for sure we can keep dystrophy. Thank you, that's useful, but there's something else I'd like to ask. Arsta was adamant about me not coming here. Do you know why? Could we not? I'm so tired of that subject. I can't stand gossip or hearsay. No, I distanced myself from it from the very beginning. I never discuss it with the commune, and I certainly won't with you. Listen, I'm not trying to gossip. Arsta's secrets interest me for purely medical reasons. Don't even ask. Find someone else to talk to. There are plenty of bone pickers around. But I refuse. I don't mind critiquing artistic decisions, but life choices? No, that's just low. I hope you can distinguish between what can be kept silent safely and what is too dangerous. Hint from an artist with a sharp eye. What did he get himself into if Bandit's looking for him? Gives me chills. I like the real thing, as if the artist has been inside. But the meaning eludes me. There's something to it. Pure fascination with form? So for sure, the weight loss is something to remember. But we don't know anything else yet. Let's go over here. Whoa, polyhedron. This must be his room. He said he seemed obsessed with it. An Odong? The Odong is clearly not G? So much joke? With love, G. Some strange fetish? Nothing like the original. This is clearly Arstock's room. What about the center of gravity? It definitely won't stand like this. Grotesque, even silly. He didn't make this seriously, did he? Is this the polyhedron? Gone blind while he was drunk? What? It certainly is shaped. Okay, the desk. There were thoughts. Careless, doesn't observe proportions. Even I can see it's done poorly. Whoa, what? I wasn't expecting that. Arsta, however, has all his fingers intact. Finally, proper bandages, not filthy rags. A neck scarf? Looks like a woman's. And pills? Painkillers? So what happened here? Violence? Or maybe he maimed someone. Not for nothing, did he not want me... Bandits are loitering near the house, and our stock is covered in bruises. The bandits didn't find Arsta and got angry? Forcibly interrogated the neighbors about his whereabouts? That doesn't sound right. They showed me quite serious intentions as well. Definitely bandits. Arstock's room. Okay, we ruled that this is bandits? I don't get it. It felt like I went down the wrong path, and usually when that's the case, they let me redo it again. What do you mean my conclusion was that bandits interrogated his neighbors? This is his room. Shouldn't the finger be in a different room then? Was that door always open? Oh, okay. I'll talk to you after. For looting? For thinking. And some I'm encountering for the first time. Many good authors. Impressive library. What did the writer do to deserve this? Blood everywhere. Is he victim or villain? Okay, more blood. A sculptor? Inspired by classical models. Beauty imprisoned in stone forever.
It's more honest now.
My apathy is high. I don't have anything to change that. Valentina. I thought it was Arstoch in there. Who are you? I'm Arstoch's doctor, and you are... Valentina, his friend. What's wrong with Arstoch? Is he ill? Was he attacked? Did he do something to himself? Oh, God. I knew it. I knew it. Wailing won't help me here. Tell me, are you too close? The closest. But why are you asking? Arstoch is seriously ill. I need to know how he lived, who he spoke with, what he did, down to the smallest details. It's the only chance to save him. And since he has no intention of helping himself, I'm asking you too. Help Arstoch? Of course I will. You know, he's a special soul. One could even say a genius. People like that are one of a kind. He draws. He writes. What else? He sings. He tells fairy tales. He draws polyhedra and mimics birdsong. Polyhedra? A sophisticated person indeed. However, mimicking birdsong is hardly dangerous. But you said you were worried about Arstoch even before my arrival. Were there any reasons? I'm sorry, I got carried away for a moment. It's just so hard to keep silent about Arstoch's talent. And why are you keeping silent about the blood all over the house? We've been talking for a while, and you haven't said a word about the incident. We really just started talking. What? Oh, that. Was someone here assaulted by thugs? The ones looking for Arstoch? Thugs, so they are after him. I knew it. As for the blood, our poor carpenter has already left, and the others with him. They're accompanying him to the hospital. He cut off his own finger. Can you imagine? He's a good specialist, mind you, but even a master's hand can slip. But why was the finger in Arstoch's room? The poor carpenter was floundering all over the house looking for bandages. I always say that creators are just like children. Can't find anything without me. I bandaged it as best I could and sent him off to a doctor, and now the doctor has come to us. So the macabre scene has no direct connection to Arstoch. My best wishes to the carpenter. Shall we return to the matter of Arstoch's health? So that was just a red herring? Or could she be lying too? I mean, Arstoch clearly wanted to hide something, and she said they're like best of friends, so surely she would know what is to be hidden, what he would want. Of course. And you're such a thoughtful and caring doctor, too. You've come all the way here, trying to sort everything out, looking for the person whose wounds need stitching. I'm sure Arstoch will be safe in your hands. And why exactly were the bandages and medicine the carpenter needed in Arstoch's room? A coincidence, or was Arstoch using them? He was, but not on himself. I feel awful gossiping about this. It's all just so shameful. But you're a doctor. Arstoch got involved with a woman of a kind you don't really bring home. She drank and did all kinds of unmentionable things, and often got beaten up. That's what the bandages were for. He kept them for that Hera girl. Sorry for the stupid question, but there's a picture of a woman on the shelf with an Odong's head stuck to her body. Is that some kind of inside joke? Just a childish prank from our housemates. Artists are all mischievous brats at heart. Arstoch's vision has gotten worse since he took to his bed. He started mixing people up. missing the table when he wanted to put his spoon down, things like that. So they made up a little prank. His vision was worsening? What was the point of that prank? And Odong said on the photo signed Love H. That's just so spot on. It's as if Aristok couldn't see who he was devoting himself to. And then he literally began to go blind. Literally. Tell me, was he fatigued recently? More than usual, I mean. He was. He could barely get out of bed. Did it only for his blueprints. I brought him everything. Wrote down his construction calculations for him. Okay, fatigue. Did I ever write that down? So what do we have so far? Visual impairment and fatigue. You say Hera was beaten often? And now it seems Aristot has been beaten up too. And there are thugs looking for him. It all fits. She kept such company we were scared her friends might come and smash the house to splinters one day. Does the neckerchief on Arstock's bed belong to his beloved? I thought it might be yours. Beloved. My foot. Beloveds. Like that Hera are a dime and a dozen in the pubs. Sorry, it just slipped out. I can't fathom how Arstock could even look at her. She was all skin and bones. Her face shallow as ochre. Her face was the color of ochre, you say? And she was sickly thin. How curious. Aristok could have contracted something from Hera. He thought her perfect. Perfect! Even though she made my tongue wither for gossiping, kept scratching herself and smelled foul. I was so scared we'd all catch something from her. Well, I see a hypothesis taking shape. But I need to examine Hera to prove it. Valentina, do you know where I can find her? You won't find her now. You've realized who that Hera was, right? Why beat around the bush? She was a harlot. When she disappeared, Arstar was beside himself, searching for her. And then the street kids told him Hera had died. Couldn't say if it was from the plague or from her carousing. That's a shame. I won't be able to confirm the hypothesis without examining Hera. It's wrong to talk like this, but I just can't hold it in. That Hera was nothing but trouble. She led Arstat astray when she was alive, and now that she's dead, he's even more miserable. He was a shining beacon, perhaps even a genius, such a delicate soul. There's a possibility that Hera saved him. That illness delayed Aristoc's death from the plague. I just want him to pull through, to overcome both his illness and his melancholy. You've cleared up a lot for me, Valentina, thank you. I can't promise anything, but I'll do everything I can for Aristoch. And for the carpenter. Hopefully someone has helped him already. Please save Aristot, Dr. Denkovsky. Such talented people cannot be surrendered to death. Maybe I should ask you to let me help out at the hospital so I can look after Aristok. But how can I leave our house? Who would look after things here? We could use any help we can get at the hospital. Think it over, Valentina. I'd appreciate it. Are we really still hiring people? I'll take it. Neighbor Valentina clarified things. Blood all over the house and accidents. Aristok has an unhappy love. Talk to him again? Let me look at my casebook. So for sure... okay, visual impairment. They were saying he was going blind. This entire case is still very confusing. She did mention that the lover had an odor and was itching herself. So maybe I should check off itchy skin. Yellowing of the skin? 2. Oh, right. Because of... yeah, see, these... like, itchy skin and yellowing of the skin were the lover's symptoms. Hepatitis! Liver necrosis caused by viral infection. It can also develop in individuals who abuse alcohol or drugs. He's an alcoholic. The ceteric phase of hepatitis is characterized by weight loss, nausea, and diarrhea. Sometimes skin itching and eczema occur. The iceteric phase is marked by jaundice, while previous symptoms gradually regressing. The patient complains of pain in the liver area, poor hygiene. Risk groups: alcoholics, drug addicts, people with autoimmune disorders. Well, let's go talk to him. We still need to clarify some things. Oh, there he is. Told you he'd crawl out of the woodwork sooner or later. I think I know who you're looking for. A woman named Hera, correct? So you helped make Hera disappear? Hey, Sly, let's put the good doctor on bed rest real quick. I'm so sick and tired of you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Get me out of here. How much longer will this go on? It seems you're just as mediocre as those you're trying to save. I found your house after all, Aristach. Congratulations. Now you've seen what art looks like. Did your housemate, the carpenter, make it to the hospital? Hopefully he didn't lose consciousness on the way with that kind of blood loss. He made it. The orderly stitched him up, gave him some pills, and sent him home. With all the other do-gooders, thankfully, I couldn't bear the company of my housemates today. I ran away from them without looking back as it is. You're so eager for the morgue. You get drunk and pass out on a bench in an infected district, all because of a woman named Hera? Why didn't you tell me right away? Why? So you, some fop from the capital, could insult my beloved too? I've had enough opinions from so-called friends. They call themselves creators, yet they're so blind. She was the spark of life in this wretched little town, and now that spark is gone. I have no opinions on my patients' private lives. What I'm interested in are the roots of infection. What infection? She's dead. She's dead. Do you understand that? I suspect it was Hera who infected you. I'd like to clarify something about her symptoms. The itching, the sallow skin. Insults. Insults, just as I thought. Go to hell, Doctor. How could you even speak like that, especially about the dead? I won't say another word to you. Well, I don't need you to. I have enough data as it is. Everything's clear, so it's time for a verdict, except everything's not clear. Arstoth didn't say anything about anything, because everyone around condemns his affair with Hera. I said I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to go on here. I believe we can unselect hematomas. The bruising, he was probably beat. I don't think that's a side effect. If anything, the yellowing of skin is more so from his... something we can check off from his lover. And the itchy skin as well. It is pointing us towards hepatitis. The weight loss as well, the visual impairment... I think it's hepatitis. I think we're just gonna stick with hepatitis. If it's not hepatitis, we'll see next time. But he's giving hepatitis. Not me saying the patient is giving hepatitis. We diagnosed 2 patients today. We did get our stock correctly. Hello, doctor. I bow to you for saving the creator, the true artist. I know, Aristot isn't fully saved yet. The plague burns him from within. But what if you've made progress in finding a cure? What if you'll make it in time? For now he's feeling, better, such joy. For now he's feeling better, such joy. I read to him aloud, and sometimes he smiles. Valentina. I wonder if she'll actually stick around and help out in the hospital. Also, I don't remember if we saw tonight's pantomime, so let's quickly skip to the end and watch tonight's pantomime. And speak with Eva.
You're too high strung.
Daniel, another day awaits you.
I don't like soldiers. No matter where they march, they're marching towards death, even if it's their own. I don't like them either. All day, the steppe people have been murmuring that the soldiers brought enough blood on their boots to turn the grass under the polyhedron red. Yeah, I didn't investigate that, but it seems like that's what we would have talked about today. What? The locals love their tall tales too much. This is not a tall tale. The wind brought a scent of blood to my window. For some reason, I thought that, when you return, you would tell me what it was. Okay, I'll go and check. I'd rather find out today, not tomorrow. Damn, it really sucks that, if you don't do the correct quest, then you miss out on the dialogue from Eva, because she doesn't repeat dialogue with you. It's once for forever each day, really.
I knew from the start that he would never leave, that he'd stay with us forever. So we'd have to squeeze him in. He'd have to fit, to find a way to nest. I fell in love with him too, of course. He's the type I've been waiting for all my life. I saw it immediately. If anyone is to replace Simon, it's him. One fewer, it all felt more whole when there was the three of us.
3 is a beautiful number. 3 truths, 3 paths, 3 answers.
Yet now he's dead. Does it feel like a path chosen to you? It is an answer after all, in a way.
He fought death, not the sandpest. So perhaps it was his answer after all. He climbed right into death's den in search of answers.
Every time each of them speak, it feels like they've recorded it like 3 days apart in different environments and settings. Also, was the first person speaking Clara? Because that lady said she was in love with Daniel? Or was that... Who was that? Because then that voice sounded very similar to when Clara did in fact start speaking. Anyway, this is in relation to our pre-scene between each day. I didn't mention it in the intro I recorded, but yeah, last time we had a flashback to the capital. Well, no, it was like a currently happening right now in the capital, and I spoke to infected Daniel. And I think that's what this is referencing. No, that was Eva? Okay, that's Eva's voice, who we hear sometimes. That makes a lot of sense during these pantomimes. Okay, let's finally go see this soldier and get introduced to the army. It feels like there's no military presence in town. There's no soldiers anywhere. I'm just not realizing that. Like, I've been all around town so much today already and haven't seen a single soldier. Anyway, I'd be inclined to believe that a soldier tried climbing up here and the kids just pushed him off. I mean, how did he die exactly? And cordon off the whole area. The last thing we want is word getting out. Our lads will do it, officer. Properly. On the quiet. What's happened here? Nothing's happened. Be on your way. Nothing to see here. I'm trying to help. Please do lower your voice, and don't tell anyone what you've seen. This is a most delicate matter. We're trying to find a way to avert a catastrophe. What are you talking about? Judging by the pool of blood, the catastrophe has already happened. Do you understand how deadly rumors can be? Think of it. The very first day since the army arrived, a soldier is killed in the town. If the word gets out, everyone's on edge as it is. We don't need fighting in the streets. No one wants any trouble, see? If they find out the soldiers, they'll go around asking questions, gossip, spread them rumors, then it'll come to lynching. It doesn't take a Ouija board to see that. If he was murdered, that means the murderer is walking among us. That's dangerous. How do you even know he was murdered? He's lying under the tower, so that's where he's fallen from. That clear? That's the official version, period. I'm asking you to be reasonable. If the soldiers find out their comrade has died, there will be unrest. Haven't you heard of the Lanskoi Regiment case? No, I haven't. What's this Lanskoi Regiment case? A couple years ago, in the north, the army's come into a town. One of the soldiers got into a conflict with some locals in a bar, was knifed. Then his fellows grabbed their weapons and went out to settle scores, resulting in 8 dead, 3 wounded, and a court-martial. We don't need a slaughter here. That's not our lads. I tell ya, for the locals to attack a soldier, why, we never. We ain't no fools here. We're happy the army's here. Someone to keep the order. Those are not our lads. They aren't. Did you know this soldier, officer? Kashkin. Kashkin's his name. Can't believe this, to be honest. He was little more than a boy. Not even a month in the regiment. They used to joke about him. What kind of a soldier is that, they said. Tender soul. Wearing his nerves all out. Perhaps that was the reason? Pressure? Bullying? What do you call that? Hazing? No. We're strict about that. The general won't stand for hazing. And even then, if they ever joked with Kashkin, that was in good faith. No filth there. What if you're mistaken? If it was all as peaceful as you say, then why is Kashkin lying under the tower in a pool of blood? If there's any filth found in our regiment, I'll be the first to hand in my resignation and submit myself to the court-martial. I've been serving under General Block for many years. The relations between soldiers, their morale, it's all my responsibility. That means it's in your best interest to let me in on the investigation. I already know about the death anyway. Do what you must. The army encampment is set up near the station. Kashkin was on cleaning duty today. He should have just taken it up by now. The broom is probably waiting for him near his bunk already. Hey, why'd you tell everything to that snooper? Let him in the camp, too. Better take that broom to that brow of his. No, he's right. We might need help with the investigation. I just implore you to be discreet and avoid spreading the word about the incident. If the soldiers find out someone's thrown their friend off the tower, they'll get out of control. I can't promise anything. This whole story stinks. I'm taking this case. For now, the soldiers and vigilantes are demonstrating remarkable unanimity in their desire to hinder me. I need to examine the victim from a distance. I suppose. Can I examine the body? No. I can't work under these conditions. Nothing is clear. Did he fall? Killed by a rider? By a fellow soldier? Alright, I need to examine his quarters. But the crime scene is here! The army is quarantined at the station. The crime scene is here. I'm going to his lodgings? Why? Okay, what do you guys know? Look, there he is again. Let's spit stones at him. Hey, old man, do you prefer cherry stones, apricot stones, or stones? There's no need to spit, kids. I come in peace. Then how about you go in peace? Right now. Come on, move it. The nerve of these grown-ups, showing up like they own the place. So I'm not the first grown-up who's come here today? I was hoping that was the end of it, but no luck. There's always another. Say, the dead soldier at the foot of the polyhedron. Soldier? What soldier? I don't know no soldiers. Do you, Skylark? Soldier, chip on his shoulder. First he gets hotter, then he gets colder. He's getting colder, alright. It appears he fell from your tower. To fall from the tower, you've got to climb it first. No soldier can do that. We wouldn't let him in. Soldier, we foretold ya. Made a circle to trap and hold ya. Walkin', talkin', standin' tall. Nothing's gonna break his fall. Hi-de-ho. So you did talk to him? What did he want? An old man's come over, dressed silly all over. The soldier he grumbled, and then he tumbled. It's stupid old man day, it's falling soldier day. A bad, sad day today. I said shush, you fool. Don't listen to her, old man. She's as flighty as a bird. She sees it, she sings it. Which means she saw the soldier fall. An old man's come over. Over is such a dumb word. Nothing rhymes with it. Except clover and pullover. I'm never going on patrol with you again, Skylark. She's a nightmare. Won't shut up for a second. I'm gonna complain to Jaggy about you. Jaggy is your leader now? Instead of Khan? We don't have a leader, you old geezer. We have a triarchy. Triarchy. Big word. Do you even know what it means? A triarchy is like a triangle, but with people for angles. Can I talk to someone who gives straight answers to questions? No. I see. Something about an old man? And he did in fact fall? And you witnessed him falling. Could they have witnessed a soldier's death? Old man? What old men are in this town besides for Georgi? Or is anybody old to a child? Oh, old man is the soldier. Okay. I thought they were saying an old man and the soldier came by. What are they shooting at? There's not even bottles there. Am I looking for anyone in particular? Captain Logan? Maybe? Is he behind this? It's directing me this way. Because surely the general is at town hall. Maybe Captain Logan's here somewhere? A note. Unsent letter. I could never read this. Greetings, dearest mother. I have the honor to report that my health is as robust as can be. Our provisions are of the finest quality, and the landscapes are exceptionally picturesque. Relations in our service collective are also the most crossed out. Oh, it says crossed out. Okay, I thought I could see what the crossed outs, like, see the words crossed out, but okay. Only they are embittered, if you please. Well, how can one treat a living person, gray-haired, like that? They know better, of course, but with belts. Every step grass, I must say, blooms with immeasurable fragrance. Your unchanging vigor of spirit, your son, Arseny. Okay. Former bed of deceased. Huh? Stomaton wouldn't... I think my thoughts changed on his bed. Oh. Former bed of deceased soldier. Private Koshkin lived large. Bunks too close to the ground. Barely visible than fragrance. And what the art was a different thought? Stomaton wouldn't have taken him as a student. The soul yearns for beauty, but charming in its own way. For the beautiful polyhedron? Arrived and immediately scrubbing the parade ground. You know him by his mop. At our departure, this was punishment. Wait, think Denkovsky? Hepatitis can be ruled out? But the purpose of the investigation was different. The picture isn't coming together yet. I don't get it. What's the whole point of everything? Of this entire quest? How dare you rummage through other people's belongings? So you know whose things these are? I do. Put it all back where it was right now. When Arseny comes back, I'm telling him everything. When do you... Perhaps you could tell me where he's gone? And who might you be? Barging in here like you own the place. Getting your hands all over other people's stuff. Pretty well dressed, too. Don't look like a bandit or a patrolman. Daniel Denkovsky, you might have heard of me. That's you? Why do you need Arsenie's things? Is he ill? At the hospital? Do I care about keeping the secret? Not really. I don't know. I don't get what the entire point of this quest is so far, so I don't know what kind of direction to take it in. I guess I'll keep the secret. His regiment's officer believes he is, but he hasn't come to the hospital, so I'm looking for him. That's awful. Only just come, and he's ill already. Why does this town of ours have to be so unlucky? You know him? How? He's only arrived this night. I was at the station when the army arrived. I sit there often. I just come to be. So they scatter out of the wagons and pass me by. And then he turns, takes pity on me, says I'm looking sad, asks what happened. So you've met at the station. What next? I told it to him. All of it. Said I was missing my son, said the tower had taken him, and that my son's always there now, and he never comes to visit. My son, he's called Arsenie too, so we felt some kind of kinship over a single talk. Wait, what do you mean the tower's taken him? Am I saying this right? Arsenie, I think so. Arsenie asked the same thing. How do I put it? When the children go to that accursed tower, they go there forever. Us, they forget. For good. You won't understand. You're not a family man, I can see that. You're right, I'm not, but it's not me we're talking about. I've told him that, and Arsenie was pretty baffled. He just stood there, looking at the tower. Said he'd notice it from afar, while he was still on the way here, and couldn't take his eyes off it. Said it was not right, and if the tower was taking children, that meant something was wrong with it. Said he'd return my son to me. So how is he going to return him? Said he'd go to the tower and talk him into coming back. Said he'd find the words. Said he had a younger brother, same age. Told me to wait for him, so I came to the encampment. You shouldn't wait for him. Arsenie must go to the hospital immediately as soon as he's found. Of course, you should go if he's ill. If I do meet him, I'll tell him to go see you at once. He'll be cured in the hospital, right? So young, still. So heartful. I'm gonna tell her the truth. I should tell you something. I've lied to you. The truth is, your son's namesake is already dead. Dead? How can that... What's... This can't be. He fell from the polyhedron to his death. I'm sorry. Suspicions. A lead. A mother was waiting for the soldier, the mother of a child, in search of whom the soldier was supposed to climb the polyhedron. Interesting that this is a reset point. I think what I told her, whether or not I told her the truth, is going to affect things. The soldier was supposed to climb up to the children. What might they know about this? Back there? They're not telling me shit! I mean, maybe if Khan wasn't locked up, this would be more clearer. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Also, I do wonder if Captain Logan is going to make a return, and like the army's, what's the word? For the infighting in the army? There's a word for that. I don't know what word I'm thinking of. But like the splintering of the army and the infighting between the groups. I wonder if that's going to happen. Oh, this is not working, is it? These crazy kids. Don't you understand human words, you oldsters? Don't you understand human words, you oldsters? They don't understand no words. Kicks and punches, all they understand. Hey, you oldster, will you say something? Do you understand words, or are your brains all over the steppe? So that's what you did to the soldier, right? Gave him a kick so he fell down the tower? We've got the treaty. The treaty says oldsters don't come here. The treaty was broken gravely today, and the payment for breaking it was the man's life. Isn't the price too high? It's a good price. The right one. The fair one. Since when have you become this harsh, kids? Respect our customs and you'll be safe. You'll be safe. You'll be safe. Very simple. You think we killed the soldier? But you don't even know nothing. 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 Tell me then and I'll know, and then I'll be able to help somehow. The tower killed him. It happens to oldsters. Their mind is heavy. The tower jumbles their thoughts, pulls them down to the ground. A child's mind is agile, lighter than a feather. That's why a child can live in the tower, but an oldster can't. The tower rejects oldsters, brings them back to Earth. May I test that? If I climbed up the tower, will it reject me too? It's rejecting you already. To come inside the tower, you need a good reason, and you haven't come with a reason. You've come with accusations, brought some nonsense with you. The tower dislikes nonsense. A man's death is not nonsense. That depends on how you look at it. It's all about perspective. From the tower's point of view, death is not just nonsense, it's oldster nonsense. There's no death in the tower because there are no oldsters. Any oldster carries his death inside like a parasite. Do you even understand what will happen if the army finds out the soldiers died because of you? We're not afraid of them. We're not afraid of anyone. They're the ones who should fear for their lives. That'll show them what happens if they mess with us. They have guns, you know. How'll you fend for yourselves when they come? We'll be alright. Don't you worry about us. You kids will start a war in town if you go on like that. Witnesses? The children saw the soldier fall, completely by accident. My fellow investigators will find this interesting. Fellow investigators? Them down there? Ooh, there's a box down there. Good to know. I never go down there. I'm gonna shoot myself. You again. Can't you leave the matter alone? You're coming and going, like a bee circling a bunch of flowers, and this might attract other curious bees. I don't want the townsfolk flocking to the scene. I spoke to the children on the staircase of the polyhedron. I know what happened. So you have eyewitness accounts. What did they say? They told me that the polyhedron rejects adults. Why the little stammer? This might be as close to the truth as we'll get. No one from the town visits the tower since the day the children took over. They would know its secrets better than anyone. What if it has the power to kill? I wouldn't be surprised. What does it mean? This was not manslaughter after all? Thank God. Oh, sorry, I realize how this sounds, but it's a real load off my mind. If this was not manslaughter, we don't have to fear riots. Poor chap. Whatever did he need to... Whatever... Poor chap. Whatever did he need on top of that eyesore anyway? He wanted to help. A local woman asked him to bring her son back from the polyhedron. Poor chap. You know, when this impossible structure showed up on the horizon as we were entering town, it made me shiver. Me, a veteran of 2 military campaigns. This town taught me that there are things more terrible than the wishing of misses. We should issue documentation to avoid rumors, or certificate of sorts. A soldier fell to his death. End of story. No docks, no roadblocks, but a paper lets you caper. That's how it is. Being a doctor, I can give you a certificate stating the cause of death. However, the protocol obliges me to examine the body. Examine the body? What for? Didn't you just say the cause of death is obvious? Our esteemed doctor is right. We should follow the protocol. Without a proper examination, the certificate will be rendered void if an investigator looks into this matter. We don't need any investigators. I have a proposition, Doctor. You're circling this dead body like a vulture, so we'll let you examine it. In return, promise that you won't take it to our senior officers. No need to disturb General Block on account of a tragic fall. I'm not agreeing to that. I hope the examination won't take long. Wait here. They gave me access to the body. Well then. Is it measles or influenza? Do I have access to the body? Oh. ... Too much blood for close fractures. Too much blood for... I'm gonna shoot myself. Happy now? Did you investigate to your soul's content? Give me that certificate, and let's be done with it. I'm sick and tired of this. I have bad news. I'm afraid Kashkin was murdered after all. Yeah, I think what I was supposed to see now was that there was a big puddle of blood. And that there was no way that was caused from just the fall. Darn you! Are you mocking me, Doctor? You were saying a moment ago that he fell. Kashkin was murdered. We cannot sweep this under the carpet. Everyone should learn about this. To hell with you. Do you think it's all fun and games? Do you think we'll let you start a riot in this town? If you don't understand, let me teach you a lesson, Dr. Righteous. I'll pluck out your righteous intentions with your righteous arms. Stop it. What do you think you're doing? Did he just kill me? Did he really just kill me? Okay, so agree to his terms, but... Well, it seems like it's this dialogue that's important. So what happens here? Fell from a low height. A series of closed fractures. Did the ground cushion his fall? And there's blood. Too much blood for a gunshot wound. Why so much blood? Too much blood for close fractures. Or rather, whose blood is this? Okay. When do you talk to me? Mind map. What does the mind map tell me? This is a murder. Who murdered him? It feels like this first set of dialogue ends the quest. I have bad news. I'm afraid Kashkin was murdered. You mocking me? The certificate will say that he fell. I agree that it's the best way. I just want you to know that Kashkin was shot in the back. Copy of medical report. Report issued to Lieutenant Z. Babel as a result of the medical examination of deceased Private Arseny Kashkin. The aforementioned private was found with multiple fractures and severe blood loss, which together unambiguously indicates death as a result from a fall of a great height. No injuries of criminal nature were found on the private. Okay, but what about my... I want to continue examining this, actually. Can I still do that? It's forgery. I had to write a completely false document stating that the soldier died of natural causes. And who wouldn't die from a few grams of lead? Oh my god, that's me right there! This is the first time I think I've actually seen that icon. You need what? Okay, so is the revelation that the dog had shot him? I've examined the body. I know what you've done. You know what happened to the soldier. But you don't know what we've done. If you knew, you'd be on our side. You were just children. Where does all this cruelty come from? And where did you even get a weapon? He bought it here himself. He came with the gun. It's not us. He did it. It's all because of him. What do you mean he did it? Did he shoot himself in the back and jump down from the tower? We were playing with him. It wasn't for real. It was make-believe. Leave Slavy. Leave Slavy alone. She didn't want to. She didn't think. Shut up, you fool. So the soldier was shot by a girl called Slavy. How did it happen? The soldier tries to enter the tower. The children surround him, clung to his arms. Slavy's a clever one. Slavy pinches a rifle from his shoulder, and it's not loaded, he says. You won't shoot, he says. Just let me pass, he says. Slavy didn't know it would bang. She thought it was all a game. We saw many dreams in the tower. People don't die in the mirrors there, not even from shooting. And when they die, they return from the mirror anyway. The mirrors are honest. But this rifle was not from the mirrors. It was from the Oldster world. A loaded gun from a world where death exists. So this was an unfortunate accident after all. It's Slavy who's unfortunate, not the accident. The soldier lied to her, and no reason, and then turned his back. She thought we were playing. She thought we were in the tower, in the mirrors. We'll take care of her. We should close the tower from the Oldsters. We shouldn't leave the world a single chance. Every time an Oldster comes, everything becomes worse. I'm lost for words. A child got so carried away playing, she committed murder. We feel sick remembering all this for you, too. If you've asked all you wanted, then please go away. One thing remains unexplained. Why did the soldier lose that much blood? Are you sure you've told me everything? What else is there to tell? Shouldn't it be like that? Don't the rifles from the Oldsters world spill blood? They do, but considering the exact spot Slavy accidentally shot, where the bullet hit, there should have been way less blood. I'm saying that as a doctor. No one here wanted to deal with wounds with blood. It's enough that it was spilled. There was too much of it. Perhaps? You know better. You know better. To us, there's always too much blood in the Oldsters world. But this says a big thing about the polyhedron. They're so far from reality, the kids here. And it's gonna have consequences on them. It already is. This girl didn't even know that she wasn't in her make-believe fantasy land up there. And she ended up killing someone because of it. This incident draws you closer to the adult world. You're not as much better as you think. Fuck! Grab hold of yourself. My life is on my own hands. The silence of Thanatica. I'm a doctor. I'm Danil Dankovsky. Damn. Oof. Sorry, kids. Almost shot myself. Note for the inspector. This isn't the result of a conflict with the military. This is a result of the mad games of local children who are ready to kill for access to a magical house. The children shot the soldier. They say it was an accident. This won't end well. Doesn't add up. If he was shot, then why so much blood? Could I have missed something? I need to take a sample and examine his blood. I have a few ideas. Wait. Is this mysterious polyhedron blood? TM? TM? The mysterious polyhedron blood that shows up? That's actually Panacea? In Pathologic Classic, there was mysterious polyhedron blood on the steps of the polyhedron that just shows up. And it's Panacea blood. You're a frequent visitor here today, Doctor. Will you give it a rest? I've returned to take a blood sample for my studies. Why is that? You already signed the paper about how that poor soul died. This is not related to Private Koshkin's death certificate. Just another blood sample for my other research, that's all. Go ahead, researcher. Just don't come back running to annul your signature. We had a deal. Don't worry, I'm only taking advantage of an opportunity. Whenever there's blood, I take a sample. For statistical purposes. Give me the blood! Give me the blood! Give me the blood! I'm so excited for blood! Blood from under the polyhedron! I need to return to the still water immediately. I've never been so excited to look at blood.
This is migraine.
Oh right, I forgot about Hepot. We can do this. Never seen anything like it. The soldier's blood is only a small portion of the sample. The rest is similar to bull's blood, but it's not bull's blood. What does this mean? Blood expert. I need Baros's consultation on the subject of local rituals. Oh my god, the quest is questing. Let's go.
Mesoslimic.
What's happened to Oinon? His voice sounds so different. What's happened to Oinon? I have a blood sample on me. Take a look at it, please. I'd like to have your opinion. What is this blood? Do your steptales mention a man who has bull blood in his veins? Now you're speaking in riddles. You're usually more straightforward. There's a corpse living under the polyhedron, and a pool of blood that's too large. I took a blood sample, and it's mixed with bull's blood. So it's one or the other. Either a random soldier who just came to the town was actually the Minotaur who had bull's blood in his veins, or he found himself in a pool of bull's blood somehow. Who spilled bull's blood under the polyhedron and why? That's the question that bothers me, and so much of it too. Could it be a part of some ritual? I never heard anything about a ritual under the polyhedron, but now I want to get to the bottom of this too, Oinon. Give me the blood sample. I need to see it, and see the place with my own eyes, too. Only then I'll have an answer for you. Please make haste. This phenomenon is making me feel uneasy. Definitely the end. Ra assured me that this blood has nothing to do with the victim, but it strangely agitated him. He took the blood and promised to explain later. Well then, I guess that's it for now. Mysterious blood. Oh, how I would have enjoyed some answers. I'm gonna forget if I don't do it now, actually. Someone mentioned to me at some point that Vlad handed over the reins of everything over to Capella. So let's go look at that, because they never gave me a quest marker for it. Oh, the kin. Whoa. Taya? Taya! Taya! Oh, she is adorable. This is how I meet Taya? Oh my god, I love Taya. Children in this town are so strange. Such a tiny thing, yet stepfolk look up to her. Oh my god.
The most important part of a barn is a good lock.
So then, busy bees, happy now that I finally step aside. Tradition demands I give a speech, and you know me. I'm not fond of doing the word thing, not my trade. I'll put it simply. I nursed you like small children, watched over you, and now that's it. The time has come. Time to go. How can that be, Boos? What will we do without you? The people listen only to you. Everything rests on you, on your shoulders. Eke Gashuda, Woe, woe upon our heads. One wonders, do they truly feel that, or is it more bootlicking? Or is it mere bootlicking? But the Boos's word is law, even if that word is farewell. Buka uta nahatai bhakti. Shush, shush, I said, so loud, like a bunch of hungry nestlings. Know this, you have a new mistress now, and don't dare whisper in your little corners that she's too young. She's the one to surpass me. Listen to her now. She knows better than I how to put words together. She isn't. Shin asa badal. Badal? Whatever. Does Capella understand the step language, by the way? Quiet, everyone. Be silent. The mistress speaks now.
Yes?
Thank you. My mother used to say that the fate of a mistress is to hear the town and its people. I once thought she meant some secret, mystical destiny, but now I understand I was mistaken. Daniel's just talking to himself in this crowd. One must admit, Capella knows how to command attention. My mother taught me this. If you give a hungry person a piece of bread and a kind word, the word will be dearer to them than the bread. But if you give them the word and no bread, they will come to hate kindness. I intend to be a mistress who gives you bread, not words. I feel like I've heard someone say that before. Why, Bachelor, do you disagree? That the people must be fed? And not with just sweet talk. Softly now, let my daughter finish. I agree, but one does not bake bread out of agreement alone. Now, I am responsible for the town, and I will not allow my people to starve. I know what many of you are thinking, that I am naive, that I am making promises I cannot keep. But I am no dreamer. I am the daughter of a man who built an enterprise in a quiet town that fed a third of the country with meat, and I will be worthy of my father. Glory to Boos Vlad. Glory to young Victoria. Praise them both. Praise to the Boos. You never cease to surprise me, Capella. Today Capella assumes rule over the Olgimsky family. She'll have a formal request for me. Oh, glad the Younger's here too. Taya. Taya Tai Cheek, Mother Superior. The kin feels inexplicable reverence for a 5-year-old girl? I believe in anthropology this is called a sacred child. I have no reason to like Taya as much as I do. No reason at all, really. No! I didn't get a voice line? Oh, come on. She's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna make sure to try to pronounce all her kin words. I usually skip over that. Zegtai Kun, go ask them if they have oat talc today. I like it sweet, and when the dough isn't burnt. When it's all crusty, it's amtagi. What are you doing here, little girl? Aren't you bored? Do you know who I am? I'm going to be the mistress of the bulls. All the bulls, big and small. And you're a master too. Master of birds, of coughing. You like looking at naked people. I am a physician, yes. How did you know? You talk so funny, Zigtai-kun. Like a birdie chirping. And you hop from branch to branch, too. You hop and you skip. Hop and skip. I can tell right away, you're the big bird. Where I come from, they say birds love shiny things, Zegtai-kun. I don't have any shinies with me, nothing to give you as a gift. You say you're the mistress of the bulls, so the kin are ruled by a child too. Well, why would this even surprise me? Do you like Capella's celebration? When we have a celebration of our own, we slaughter a bull, dance, and have fun until the moon comes out. and drink the bull's blood. I love dancing. When I was a child, I didn't like holidays or celebrations. I wanted to lock myself away and read books, not endure all that noise and chatter. The kin deserves a celebration. The old warden died on the 9th day. Me and the new warden, we're orphans now. Let us have a celebration at least. Orphans? Your Barras sister then? I was not aware. You're so funny. We're all family. One body, all of us. Negi Kubi Zaya An. And anyway, when I grow up, I'll marry the new warden. He's the kindest and most cheerful. In the kin, everyone takes turns entertaining me, so I know who's the best. You're funny. I see why everybody in the kin wants to entertain you. No, I didn't warn Taya right now. Mother Superior of the kin. She's so adorable. She's only half the size of a table, can you believe it? Where's Big Vlad? Is he gone? He's in the crowd.
A clean mouth and an honest hand will protect a man in any land.
Danikovsky, you're here as well. Remarkable. I've never seen so many people in this place. Someone is always coming to see my father, but now it feels as though the entire town is assembled here. The kin have a saying for this. There's nowhere for a bull to set its hoof. I was surprised that your father appointed Capella as the head of the family. I think deep down, he always wanted to do just that. But I am his son, his firstborn. Stepping over that is difficult even for men far more progressive than my father. And you're not jealous at all? Are you joking, Denkovsky? I'm relieved that this cup has passed me by. I believe that if not for Maria, I might not have lived to see this day. The role of heir weighed on me that heavily. To you, I'll admit it. I was on the edge. And I'll admit something in return. I'm glad you didn't cross that edge, that you're alive at all. Thank you. I fear your rational mind would recoil in bewilderment if you knew what I nearly did. Oh, I know what you did. And now what? What will you do next, Vlad? I thought I had already accomplished much, though in truth, I was merely floundering, trying to escape the enormous shadow cast by my father. It was Maria and her alone who showed me a way out, when she explained to me that utopia was real, and that one could move toward it without treading on the bones of the weak. I will follow her. I don't really want to select either of these dialogues, but I also don't want to end the dialogue. I guess we'll go with this. I'm happy for you, Vlad. I wish you luck. Loot.
Winter comes soon. I hope.
So much fuss, so much noise. I received my inheritance less than an hour ago, and already I see how much needs to be changed. My father knew how to pacify people, but his affairs he sometimes conducted carelessly, didn't pay attention to the details. What affairs exactly? What are you going to do? I can already see that ledgers for town provisions are a mess. That must be corrected as soon as possible. Humanitarian matters come first. My father's aides are already panicking and squirming. I will teach them to work, and I will learn myself. How quickly you've gone from just a strange child to a businesswoman. You understand nothing about us, living soul. Has she called me living soul besides for that first time on day 5? My family's blood runs through my veins, and now I must live up to that. You even sounded like your father now. A little more and you'll be breathing the same way, heavily. as if every breath were a struggle. Strength belongs to those who achieve everything through struggle. I was taught from a cradle to live like that. Thank you for coming, Denkovsky. Since you have been granted temporary authority in the city, I need your signature here. My inheritance rights must be officially formalized. Congratulations, Victoria Olgumskaya Jr. New decree idea: food distribution. Allocate food for the distribution. Worldly power. There will be no more Capella, the White Mistress. There will be Victoria Olgumskaya, the heiress, who has assumed power over her family name and its capital. No more White Mistress? Wait, what? Why not? She can't do both? She can't take over as head of the Bull Enterprise and be the White Mistress? I thought that was kind of going hand in hand. I thought she was gonna be like all-powerful mistress and businesswoman. But it seems like this was indeed connected to the Maria questline. Maybe I'll go check in with Maria, see what she would have said to me. It's also what I'm thinking. What's going through my mind right now is that it's interesting that in Pathologic 2, Capella had a similar situation happen to her. Maybe it could happen if I went with, I don't know, different choices along the line. Like, what is this connected to? What is that? This? Vlad the Younger is alive and well. Yeah, this is connected to me saving Vlad the other day. So I wonder if Vlad was dead, younger Vlad was dead, this would be something different. But anyway, in Pathologic 2, she did a similar thing where she like officially became the White Mistress. And she wanted Artemy to entrust all of the bound to her and all the children. And now she's going down a different route. She's rejecting White Mistressy, it seems, and embracing the role of her father. Anyway, let's go check in with Maria. Oh, it's too late, I think. Damn, I delayed. She said without delay, and I delayed. Well, we will live with our consequences. We will live with our actions. It's too late now. Who knows what could have transpired. Anyway, we have one final thing to do today besides for our patients, which is investigating Lara. Maybe we will... Oh, something's happening here. Let's go see what that is about. I was expecting... Whoa. Where's Nina's statue? Huh? There were 2 statues of sleeping mistresses on the Cape. One remains. My daughter-in-law warned me. She did. We read tea leaves the other day, and she says the leaves, she says, they're gathering into a void. I brushed it aside. What foolishness. Well, look at it. A void, just like that. What happened? Here it is. I've been caring for the mistress's grave for years. That's my duty. I've seen plenty, but I've never seen a monument vanish. It's a huge statue. How do you even carry it off? Do you think it's all because of the tea? The leaves foretold it, didn't they? Do not talk nonsense. Oh, it's a disaster. The judge will punish me. He will. But what for? I didn't do anything wrong. Don't worry, I'll talk to him. I doubt he'll punish you. But first I'll have a look, so I can report something definite. Truly? Oh, thank you, kind man. I hope he'll listen to you. But how was I supposed to keep an eye on it, for God's sake? It's a monument. I never knew Wild Nina could be moved off the rock. A trail of stone chips leads deeper into the cape. Looks like the monument stone. So perhaps someone hauled it off. Who would haul it off? There's usually no one here but me. Just me and the gnats in the evening. Kids loiter sometimes, but they couldn't have dragged off that heap of stone, could they? Let me take a closer look anyway. I'm surprised that this is giving me an actual quest. Dina Kaina's monument disappeared without the family's consent. Not another dead relative going missing. A track leads away from its remains across the cape. I was expecting children. Did I say that already? Fragments? Like something I can follow? Oh. They sliced and diced her. And like clean cuts too. Who could have done this? Okay, is it luring me down there, or is it... I think so. There's an arm. What the hell happened here? So it was kids? I mean, I said I was expecting kids. But did you guys really do this? How many bodies are left? We buried 200, maybe 300 today. Good day. But the stench of charred flesh makes my nose tickle. But look at the view. It's immediately obvious what these human bonfires are for. Lovely. What are you standing around for, numbskulls? Who's going to work? About to go out and brave the overcast, gross weather to trek to Sainsbury's. I'll try to pop up in after. Oh, well, alright, thanks for stopping by, Crow. Appreciate you, sticking around. I read that. We're on a smoke break, Chief. After burning that many bodies at once, we need to catch our breath. Hello, children. I didn't mean to disturb you. What's going on here? What bodies? Right there, in the cart. Can't you see? We've got a whole cart full of corpses. The smell is awful. We're playing Utopia, mister. Don't get in the way. You're doing everything wrong, numbskulls. So, are you playing Utopia or playing at burning bodies? See that city on the far bank? Crystal buildings, gardens of gold, singing fountains, and the people? Look how happy they are. Each one spends their life doing what they always longed to do, and it all works out for everyone. That's the city we burn bodies for. You're all numbskulls. You're a numbskull, and you're a numbskull. I'm the smartest and the greatest, and you're all stupid, so stupid. You can't be cured. Are you alright, boy? What are you shutting your head off for? I'm the boss. They're patrolmen, laboring, stooping, sacrificing themselves for Utopia. And I'm the doctor, sitting in the still water, picking my nose, calling everyone numbskulls from a distance. Amazing. We already played war, killed everyone, bombarding everything. Boring. Building Utopia is much more interesting. Building Utopia is wonderful. You sit by the river, breathe in the stink of burning plague corpses, and gaze straight into a shining future. You've got some savage notions of Utopia. What, mister? You thought Utopia was free? If you want something in the future, you have to give something up now. You have to sacrifice. And the greater the sacrifice, the nearer the happiness. For a crystal city to grow on the other bank, you have to test every body on this bank for strength. The plague will take the weak, and the strong, those left standing, will live in Utopia. So, they just told me they're playing Pathologic. One of them is pretending to be me. The other one mentioned that you have to make a sacrifice for the Utopia, and Artemis' whole thing was sacrifice. And are you meant to mimic Clara in some way? The greater the sacrifice, the nearer the happiness? Clara did end up having to sacrifice a lot of people in her ending. But the thing that's throwing me for a loop with that analysis is that they're all talking about Utopia and a future city on the opposite side of the river, which isn't something that Clara and Artemis would be aligned with. I believe this town had exhausted its capacity to amaze me, but you managed it. Where did you get those ideas about utopia? Where we get them from, they aren't there anymore. You want to join our utopia? Come on then, burn bodies with us. No thank you. I'm here about something else. Nina Kaina's monument has disappeared. You're an outsider, mister, so you don't know. It's Nina Kaina's monument. It does that. Sometimes it comes alive and walks around the town. And it works miracles, mister. Don't believe it? Then go put your hand on the stone. The one she once stood on before she left. You'll understand. I thought the stone was warm. I'll go back and look again. That's fog they're looking out of. Looking out at. There ain't nothing there. So go touch the stone. Children sitting on the edge of the cliff claimed that the monument walked away, and that re-examining the pedestal will help me understand more. I swear to God, if she's put back together. Children supposedly see new quarters of the town on the other side of the Gorkin. They're making it up. The candle burned. Such a wheelbarrow won't budge a monument, nor will such children. Pressing the wrong button. Well, her pieces are still here. Touching the monument will explain? Ooh, a mirror. Who's hanging up these mirrors?
Superstitions aren't real.
Talk? Well then, hello, empty pedestal. And most importantly, why? Why does it feel as though the pedestal is attempting to speak with me? Why do I suddenly want to talk to it out loud instead of the usual way? What? A monument can't simply walk away. Monuments are famous for one thing, not walking. I should inform the kinds. Wait. I feel like I could have taken the dialogue in a different direction. The dark attention seemed to emanate from the pedestal. Or is this my imagination? The kinds love such stories, but which of them should I turn to? Victor's kind of gone at the moment. Oh, I guess I can go to Maria. Victor would have been the one to talk to about this, I feel. This was supposed to be a quick little chat I was gonna have, and it's turned into a whole quest. Oh, no, I can't talk to Victor about it. I mean, I can try to. We'll see how this goes.
100 years? No, too much. 40? No, not nearly enough.
Tomorrow. What happens tomorrow, Victor? She's coming. Ooh. Aglaya? I mean, who else is there? What? Victor, do you hear me? Do you understand me? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? What? What are you talking about? I shouldn't have disturbed you. Maybe Maria's the one to go to about this. It's her mother's statue after all. Hopefully I don't get locked out of talking to one or the other. Excuse me, damn.
A single glance at you makes me wonder, why am I glancing at you?
Your gaze is very loud, and Daniel. Did you know that? My gaze? Okay. No, that is the first time I've heard it. A gaze can't be loud. Everything can be loud. Silence, too. Even a stone, given to the right hands, will speak loudly. That's why I came, because of a stone. Nina Kaina's monument on the cape is gone. What? If this is a joke, I do not understand it. This isn't a joke, Maria. There's no monument, just the pedestal is left behind. And why am I hearing this from you and Daniel, and not from the woman hired to tend the graves? Disgraceful. I spoke with her. She's terrified Georgi will punish her. And that is her main mistake. She shouldn't fear my uncle. She should fear me. She knows perfectly well how much my mother's memory means to me. And she concealed this. Who could steal an entire monument? And more importantly, why? Our family has many enemies. You think it is the disappearance that troubles me? Hardly. It's not the monument, it's the gesture itself. Someone wants to harm the kinds, and turn us on one another. And judging by your fierce reaction, that someone is succeeding. In your rage, you'll do damage you can't undo. You're forgetting yourself, and Daniel. This conversation is over. Leave. And I ask you to think twice before punishing the woman who tends to graves. She's guilty of nothing. Searing gaze. Mistress's wrath. Huh, I thought she would have known? The servant's fate is not enviable. I'm unlikely to learn what Maria will do to her. I told Maria about the missing statue. Maria is furious. Anyone who falls into her hands will be punished. I was just lucky to get away. Maybe I should have gone to Georgi. Who else can it be? What do you mean? Who else can what be? The thing is that what I'm thinking right now... Whoa, what's going on with that? That's not right. That's hilarious! We even blocked the cathedral's clock? Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. I thought it was just the gate clocks. How did we even get up there and do that? Oh, that is so funny. Anyway, I feel like this doesn't have a literal explanation. Did someone genuinely do this to the kinds? Because I feel like there's some mystical thing going on here. I can still talk to Georgi about it.
Tell me what you want and I will tell you who you are.
Suppose a man plants a tree. Years pass. It grows, withers, splinters, and collapses, killing a person. Eva helped. Don't even go there. Eva helped is hilarious. Is the one who planted it a murderer? Forgive me, is this one of your cases, or merely a thought exercise? Do the two necessarily contradict each other? To make it easier, let us say it's only an exercise, and your answer will carry no consequences, and no punishment, even if you give the wrong answer. I think the man who planted the tree is not guilty of anything whatsoever. It's an absurd question. And if the person killed by that fallen tree is you? It changes nothing. I like your answer, yet, in a sense, any court is the dead judging the living. The laws we live by were written by those no longer among us. We judge each other by the laws of the dead. Is this a metaphor? Are you hinting at something? I don't understand. A pity. A great pity you can't see the points. Are you not... Him and his goddamn riddles about Simon. Are you not in the mood? Burdened. Preoccupied. Georgi, I'm here for a reason. I came to tell you that Nina Kaina's monument has vanished. Is that so? Curious. Have you told anyone in our family besides me? I spoke with Maria, but I decided you should know as well. With Maria, a pity you didn't come to me first. Now innocents may suffer. Really? I also spoke with the woman who tends the monuments. I wonder what Maria's gonna do. She served our family for many years. She's terribly afraid you'll punish her. So that's my reputation. Regrettable. Still, she has nothing to fear. I won't punish her. On the contrary, I'll have to protect her from Maria's rage. Is Maria truly so dangerous that people need protection from her? She's passionate by nature. Symbols matter to her. She loved her mother fiercely and is possessive of everything tied to Nina. And when she's angry, she's dangerous. Very likely to act recklessly. And you? Doesn't it trouble you at all what's become of the monument? It's only stone. Besides, a monument isn't a needle, and the town isn't a haystack. I'm sure things will become clear soon enough. There have been rumors for years among the people about precious heirlooms hidden inside it. Nonsense, of course. And yet I can't get this strange disappearance out of my head. Okay, so that's that. Things could have been differently if I went to Georgi. Yeah, I was planning on going here after our conversation, but that took quite some time. I think we're gonna wrap up with another patient. We'll reset the day. And then I might even reset this quest line. The quest line I just did with the... Not the one I just did, but the one with, Vlad and Capella. Just to see what could have happened. Because I was supposed to go to Maria first. Okay. Next patient. Let's go with you. What was your deal? I don't remember. Good day, Dr. Dinkovsky. Let us hope I will not take too much of your time. From a woman in your attire, I would expect to hear Erdem or Teneg. And do you hear Teneg often? My. Who would dare say a respectable doctor is stupid? Ah, so that's what it means. At last, someone has the mercy to translate it for me. They teased me, too, in my first years, for my clumsy tongue. I was town-bred. Oh, I see. Received a proper education. She's not a real herb-bred, but chose to walk away into the steppe and dance for Mother Bodo. You're not of the steppe people, then? My grandfather was of the kin, as the family legend tells it, but I hardly remember him. Only those little bracelets of twire and swevery he wove for me when I was a child. And that was the reason you walked away into the steppe? Oh, my reason you will find laughable. A failed entrance exam at the capital university and a failed romance. I was heartbroken. I thought there was no place for me in the world. Even here in my hometown, where I had to come back, defeated. What was I to do? Work as a schoolmistress? A clerk? No, thank you. Are you happy living like that? Is such a plain, even crude existence enough for you? I found my place in the end. The steppe welcomes all. I struggle to explain it. There are no words for it in this language. The kin is one. There is no individuality. The self dissolves, and all doubts, all fears dissolve with it. This is not something I can understand. If I ever want to dissolve, I'll do it on my own, individually. I'm not suggesting you follow my path and renounce your personality. You expressed your curiosity, I merely satisfied it. Indeed, but let us focus on the immediate. You reported to my assistant that you had a headache. Headaches, clouded memory, sensitivity to light, and I believe I'm hallucinating. She's telling me too much all at once. Usually I kind of wait a bit and collect things. Headache, light sensitivity, is that photophobia? She believes hallucinations and memory loss. Where would that be? Brain? Memory lapses. Can you elaborate on that? The colors, they're wrong. My hands appear blue to me. The town facades, which I've known since childhood, are now pitch black, covered in strange gold script. Your coat, it looks blood red to me. What is its true color? In a blood red cloak with white lining, forgive me. Black and gray. This is not right. If I can't trust my own eyes, what will betray me tomorrow? It's dangerous. I need to examine you. Please step behind the screen and take off your clothes. Oh, vein damage. Varicose veins. Endless dancing in the step. More vein damage. On the legs too. Many small black dots. Seems like a regular heart rate. Vein damage and small black dots. What should I check out for that? Rash? Where's vein damage? And then skin. Maybe rash or insect bites? Let's go with rash. We'll see if she addresses that. How are the diagnostics proceeding, Dr. Dinkowski? I'm afraid the picture is contradictory. Let me ask you something. Please do. Your veins are black, on both your hands and legs. Is it extensive necrosis? When did you first notice this darkening? I can't say I did. So they turned black. Well, as I mentioned, something happened to my eyes. I see colors distorted. It has been like that for 6 days now. My veins must have changed within this period. You have a rash on your back. Black, small pustules. That's simply the lack of hygiene. No access to running water since the epidemics erupted. Would you mind waiting a little longer? Dang. That's all the information I get? Patient's personal information leaves almost no place for doubts. Really? Almost. Nevertheless, I need to set a diagnosis. Yesterday, Goho became a bride. Who would choose such a life? At least she's easy to question. Oh no. What was it about hallucinations? Memory lapses? I believe the photophobia. She said I could cross out rash. Okay, that leaves us with 2 things. I have no reason to doubt anything else she told me, besides for the rash. That leads us towards ink syndrome, or Twyrene syndrome. We can still use the microscope in doubt. Yes, we can. Infection often... I remember diagnosing a guy with ink syndrome. People interacting with specific step bodies of water. Step dwellers. She is in that risk group. But Twyrene syndrome? Microorganism found in twire sprouts, products derived from twire, or a consequence of abusing twire-based alcohol. Could be twire syndrome. I think we're going to... This is one of those cases that I think requires a microscope. What should we test for? Affected organs, brain, lungs, heart, eyes, Twyrene syndrome, eyes, intestine, skin. Okay, we could test the skin. If skin comes up positive, it'll be Twyrene syndrome. Tests. Skin layer. Thank you for the sample. Okay. Fuck, do I remember how to do this? Okay, I do. Oh my god, that's not getting clearer at all. There we go. Okay, if it's affected, we get Twyrene syndrome. Okay, we're putting down Twyrene syndrome. Let's hope that's correct. Now let's finally discuss the Army General. Sergeant Dronte? Wow, you look nasty. You have red eyes. I'm gonna mark that down. Maybe you're pale too? Sergeant Dronte, Army 2nd Division Ground Artillery Reconnaissance. Battery Commander, reporting. Arrived at hospital, as ordered. Sergeant, at your age, I'd expect you to be a captain at the least. A good soldier rises through the ranks fast. A good person, though. So you're saying the higher the rank, the worse the person? Are you dissatisfied with your superiors? Negative, sir. I just don't understand why the command has sent me to the hospital with a common cold. A cold doesn't scare a soldier, but orders are meant to be understood. They're meant to be followed. Aren't meant to be understood. They're meant to be followed. Then follow my orders. While we're at the hospital, think of me as your acting commander. Tell me what your specific problems are. My fault, sir. We'll do better. My specific problems are a fever and a headache. Medication did not produce the desired effect. I was sent to you for treatment. What are your instructions? What did he just say? A headache and fever. He thinks it's just a mere common cold. It could be. Those are widespread symptoms. Please proceed to your examination. Unexpectedly pale. Okay, I was right about that. Soldiers are usually either tanned or weathered. Or is removing uniforms forbidden in his division? Oh. Such extensive spots. Skin is inflamed. I'll check off skin redness for that. Pallor and skin redness. That seems to be all. Pallor. Skin redness. Whoa, whoa. Is that pointing me towards nothing? Okay. Surely he'll say something about the paleness, maybe? What's the situation? I'm finding that out right now. Will you answer my questions? Yes, sir. Your eyes are very red. A lack of sleep? Yes, sir. However, I must point out that I'm used to getting few hours of sleep and have never suffered from red eyes before. Why they are red now is unknown, sir. Have you been this pale for long? Don't know, sir. I haven't seen myself. Before I left with the army, I had a standard issue skin tone. Since then, I've had no opportunity to look in a mirror. You're not confirming or denying anything, then. You have red spots all over your back. That's all right. It happens. It happens? Are you saying it's chronic? Is the reddening on your back a long time and regular occurrence? Long time and regular, yes. So it is chronic. Defying a direct order, 20 lashes with an army belt. If it's the way things are at the division, I consider the punishment to have been deserved, and its effects to be outside the scope of medical concern. Uh-oh. Is that how General Block runs things? So much for fairness, being his leadership style, as the rumors say. Well, it's not like the general does the lashing. There's only so much a soldier needs to know. How our orders make their way down the chain is anyone's guess. This guy's reminding me that I also should probably go to town hall today, right? I can't believe no quest has directed me to go see the general on the day the army arrive. Isn't that a bit absurd? Wait for now, preferably without standing at attention. Okay. Remove skin redness. Paleness, we're unsure of. Red eyes, we're unsure of. Skin redness, don't worry about that. He said he had a headache and fever. No reason to no reason to not believe that. This is pointing us towards anemic vasculopathy. We don't know anything about him, really. Risk groups, pleasant plowmen, gravediggers, and other various types working with the soil. Caused by microorganisms from steppe soil entering the bloodstream. Case of airborne transmission are also reported but require confirmation. Anemia, pallor, muscle weakness, weight loss. Occasionally patients may... But, like, when did he start feeling these things? Maybe it's just this? I mean, I have no reason to believe anything else. He was pretty straightforward with everything. He didn't tell me anything else. Like, was he already sick with this on the train? Did he catch this as he got here? I feel like I could have used a lot more information, and that's what's making me feel a little wary about this diagnosis. But at the same time, I think I have all the information I'm going to get, and it's pointing me towards this. We'll see. Diagnostic results. Alright, we'll check our results later. First, I want to see if I can go to the Stillwater to see the general. Maybe I can tell him the truth about the soldier who was shot. See, like, this is what I want to see, but out on the town. Oh, you know what I'm just now realizing? Is that the one quest I haven't done today probably will point me towards the general at Town Hall. Because Lara's dead. I assume he's back here. Oh, no, I saw in the cutscene. He's over here. General Block. Alexander Block, General Ashes. I've heard of the legendary commander before. Hero of battles at Karstov Fords, Lepin, and Nizov. In person, he was shorter and more tired than I was expecting. The order to purge an infected town with fire was disgraceful and criminal. Perhaps purposefully so. To destroy General Block, everyone understood that. Oh, purposefully so to destroy General Block.
Who decided we should march to this plague-ridden hellhole? We're needed at the front.
Alexander Block. And Romanovsky and Leviton. Where are they? Stuck on their way. They'll be here by night or tomorrow. Bedlam. They were the ones carrying rifle crates, weren't they? What will we arm soldiers with? Sticks? Some of the equipment came with the first squad. I was just meaning to ask you, sir, what kind of rounds are we handing out to soldiers? Live ones or blank ones? Excuse me for interrupting. You? Who let you in? Who are you? Introduce yourself. Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. I am in charge of the hospital and responsible for fighting the epidemic. So what brings you to the town hall today, esteemed Bachelor? Ooh, could I request our army assistance? We have supply troubles, General. There's a shortage of everything. Medicine, volunteers, water even. I thought maybe the army could offer some assistance. Look at this, Derzavin. We've only just got off the train less than an hour ago, I think. It's the next day. But here's our first petitioner already. Apologies, we have absolutely no time for you today. You can see this mess for yourself. Come back tomorrow, we'll discuss everything. I give you my word. Okay. Tomorrow it is then. New decree idea. Fuel collection for bonfires. Send guards to confiscate surplus wooden items. We can still speak, though. Commander of the 4th Army. Perhaps the youngest serving general. Hero of the Battle of the Fords. I know he's, like, a little bent over right now, but no way Artemy's taller than him, right? I mean, Daniil. This guy has to be... Can you stand up straight? I need to test something.
Where did half the regiment go? God knows. Our couriers vanished into the fog of war.
Anything else, Stenkovsky? I might as well tell him, I don't know. This morning they found a soldier's corpse underneath the polyhedron. Darzavin, do you know anything about the soldier's death underneath this so-called polyhedron? Not at all, your excellency. Then here's my question. Why do you, Denkovsky, seem better informed than my men? Then here's my question. Why do you, Denkovsky, seem better informed about my men than my own officers? Your officers are trying to bury this. They're afraid word of her comrade's death will spark unrest among the soldiers. So you've held up a mirror to me. This, then, is the sort of general I am. My officers fear rumor and unrest more than they fear my wrath. And you? Why have you gone quiet, Derzavin? Derzhavin. I have no knowledge of a soldier's death, your excellency, and I cannot fathom the goals of this esteemed physician, nor why he circulates slander against the officer corps. You were an intelligent man, General. Why would I invent a dead soldier? If I believe you, I'm admitting I harbor doubt in my officers. If I do not, and you prove right, I became the very thing I have always condemned, a thick-skulled army blockhead. That is a dilemma you must settle on your own. I cannot be of help there. No, I cannot disregard your report. The death of any soldier is a loss, not only to the head count. And what do you know of what happened, Denkovsky? Oof. The dead man is a private, Kashkin. Very well, thank you. The army will open its own inquiry and act to ensure safety in the town. If a soldier dies outside combat, it may mean the civilian population is at an even greater risk. Any immediate orders, Your Excellency? Informing him is going to spiral. I just know it. This is going to result in the schism. That was the word I was looking for, by the way. The schism. Any orders, Your Excellency? We must reinforce the cordons between districts immediately. Bring in the local patrolmen, both for practical reasons and for diplomatic ones. We must not set ourselves against the town. People must see we are ready to cooperate. Your words about cooperation give me hope that, in investigating the soldier's death, you won't worsen relations with the townspeople. The patrolmen and the army must work together. Good that you understand that too, Denkovsky. I am not sure the town has enough patrolmen to spare, though. Then we will find those who are not. We will reallocate resources. I need not instruct you. If the situation is so volatile that a soldier has died, the only sensible course is to throw every resource we have into restoring order. You're jeopardizing the battle against the epidemic. We need everyone we have to serve the emergency command. Really? You cannot assign, say, 5 patrolmen for joint patrols with our soldiers? For what? To lower unrest? Permanently? Lose 5 patrolmen? I agree with the principle, but I truly cannot spare any men for you. I must not lie. I actually told him concealing the truth won't lead to a trusting relationship. I had the opportunity to tell General Block about the atrocities committed against his soldier. Okay. All diagnoses are correct. The town will receive an effective vaccine. Let's go get some decreasin. Protocol 9. Appease the kin, stopping time, medical inspection. Let's hope that decision won't make any future decisions harder. Look at how safe the town is. What do I want to replace it, though? Appeasing the kin is super good. Definitely stopping time. Wait, can I even do it? What am I losing out on? Protocol 9, I need 30 orderlies? They're already being used for something. What's using orderlies? 5 patrolmen, 25 patrolmen, 30 orderlies, medical inspection. So this is what I have to replace then. Medical inspection with my, with the new vaccine. Although that increases a lot of unrest. Okay, let's see how this questline would have started with me talking to Maria first. Like, what was so important, Maria?
Why can't I move on my own?
Finally turns insomniac, and walking or swimming. The dreams of one hemisphere, heads, swarm with the nightmares, the dark, sinister play of the opposite, tails. This piece of poetry is utter nonsense. I like them, though. And Daniil, you approached me so quietly. like a shadow flickering deep within a mirror. Tell me this, since you're here, do mirrors frighten you? Before coming to your town, I felt nothing at all toward mirrors. Perhaps our town itself is one great mirror to you. In any case, today is not the day when I can easily indulge in such discourse. The night was restless, and in the morning I was stunned by the news about Capella. What news? You haven't heard? Olgimsky Sr. has announced that he is stepping down and transferring his power to his daughter. Fa! But Capella's still a child. How can she replace Olgimsky? This is of no concern to me. The only power Olgimsky can pass on to her is his earthly power, and that's not the one that truly matters. But now the ruling families must formally acknowledge Capella, and for me that is unthinkable. One mistress cannot bow to another. Can Capella truly be both heir and mistress at the same time? I thought you preferred to keep earthly and spiritual authority separate. To be honest, I am perplexed myself. This has never happened before. It is a contradiction. Here is what I need you to do. Take my ring and deliver it to the lump. I think that's a typo. I've thought long and hard, and decided this is the only proper way to do it. I could do it, but why me? Why not send the ring with one of your own people? Typo potted. The new ruler must be honored by all other authorities, earthly, spiritual, and transitory. Like it or not, Endeniel, while you direct the fight against the epidemic, you are one of us. Transitory power? What is that? That is you, Endeniel. When the town is in trouble, that is you, Endeniel. When the town is in trouble, the heads of the families temporarily delegate part of their power to an outsider. Therefore, you must visit the Olgimskys anyway. So be my representative. What exactly is required of me? Just to deliver your ring to Capella? If you are worthy of the power entrusted to you, you will find the answer yourself. Ah, you've cornered me. I cannot afford to disappoint you, Maria. Errand boy. Maria asked me to take a trinket to Capella. I suppose the Kind House has overspent and can no longer afford a courier. Wasn't there a similar questline in Pathologic Classic? But the other way around, didn't, ooh, Maria's ring. Didn't Capella give up, like, a necklace to Maria? Despite the bad weather, the ring is warm to the touch. Surprising that it's not in the shape of a Mobius strip. Capella, I have it delivered for you.
The sky is cloudy, yet Earth awaits your casket, and filling your pockets is a whole lot of crickets.
I'm glad they got rid of it, mostly? Wait, got rid of what? Maria kinda asked me to give you this ring, probably as a sign of respect. Thank you. I knew she wouldn't come. Her head is full of dreams, smoke and mirrors. She will never agree that we, the heirs, must keep our feet firmly on the ground, must hold the land. Are you truly intending to immerse yourself in your father's affairs? I can already see that the ledgers for town provisions are, oh, we saw this already. Are you certain you want this? It sounds rather dreary, to be honest. You understand nothing about us living, oh, yeah. Okay. So the same thing happened this time, except I delivered a ring to her. Who knows if that actually affected anything at all, or if that was just supposed to be an introduction to the quest. I think it was just more so an introduction. But she has Maria's ring now. But I genuinely don't think that means anything. Alright, we finally have to go investigate Lara's death. I wonder if it could have been prevented, surely. Surely it could have. Oh. Okay. Signs of resuscitation? Possible witness. Girl in fishing net. No signs of violent death. No pulse, no breathing. Death occurred at least an hour ago.
Weird that you're still alive.
She asked for me to take her pain away. She called for me herself, and she asked. And her pain. It was lodged so deep down. How to reach that far? I promised I would try. I laid my hands on, and that was it. Torn up. Cut short. Why would Lara turn to you, of all people, with her pain? It doesn't add up. I've done that many times. Many times I pulled burning coals out of people's chests, pulled out their pain. But the coal in Lara's chest was so hot, so bitter, it killed her as soon as I touched her. So you did kill her? You killed her with your touch. Do you really expect me to believe this? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? What does his hand have to do with this? You just admitted Lara died from your touch. You don't know, medical man. You don't know anything. I'm no more than a conduit. I don't decide who gets to live and who goes down into the earth. All I do is lay on of my hands. He's the one who decides, and he's decided Lara to die. That means that's how it should be. That's what's destined. We'll see what's destined and what's not. I won't let you kill Lara. You're saying that, medical man, as if you were able to raise people from the dead. What do you suggest? Just do nothing? If she's died, that's how it should be. Don't meddle, medical man. Don't mess with the order of things. Things don't forgive that. They're sure to get their revenge. We'll see about that. The changeling insists she wanted to heal Lara, but it was written in her fate to die. Changeling is truly an impossible subject. I'll stop her a day earlier, and that'll be the end of it. Supposedly the Saburals without the daughter. So that's that. I thought this would be a longer quest line. But I have to go to the day previously to save the bull and Lara. I thought maybe I could have just come here earlier in the day and treated her pain with something. What happened yesterday? Alright, with the end of Lara's quest, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's episode. Very sad about the bull, very sad, but we're going to be moving on to the next day to see what this questline brings us towards, but one day we will go back and save poor Basio. Lara's dead. As well. That's gonna have to be like that for now, because I do want to move on to day 10. I feel like we're seeing the seeds being planted for the army schism with this whole soldier thing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. We will next move on to day 10. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.